What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. New news coming out of the Teen Mom 2 franchise is that Joe Rivera and Kailyn Lowry have mutually decided to pull their son Isaac from filming the show Teen Mom 2 indefinitely for seasons 9 and beyond. Apparently, this is a decision they came to after what went down at the most recent Teen Mom 2 reunion. Remember, we did a couple of videos on this together. Kail and Brianna got into a couple of really close call physical altercations. The first time happened where it was backstage and Kail admitted that she tried to coax Brianna into fighting her. She's like, let's go, let's knuckle up over here, whatever. And then the second time it happened when they were on stage in front of an audience, and I guess maybe the kids were watching backstage as well, and Brittany pulled Kail's hair and they all started trying to scrap. And so Joe was like, this is too trashy, I do not want to be associated with this, and he decided to leave early and refused to come back for filming on the second day. And by the way, Isaac is not going to be the only member of that family leaving the Teen Mom 2 universe. Joe and V are also going to be leaving it. According to the Ashley source, and I quote, Joe is leaving the show as well. He doesn't like how far the show has strayed from its original purpose and thinks that it is just trashy at this point. The kids are an afterthought and he doesn't want himself or his kids to be associated with that anymore. He's getting married soon, and he and his fiancée V have no interest in being part of what the show has become. To me, it makes complete sense that Joe would leave because remember, Joe has a business now, and Joe's business is property flipping, property development, real estate. V also got her own real estate license as well to help Joe with this business, and she also has a cosmetology license. So they have other streams of income, and they are working in pretty serious professions where things like this can kind of taint their reputation and the respect that their colleagues have for them out in the working force. Like, these other women have nothing to lose. Like, they don't do anything outside of the show, so they can continue on with their ratchetry as long as they want. But Joe and V are trying to solidify themselves for life outside of reality television, and so they need to make moves that positively impact their brand. And unfortunately, cutting ties with the Teen Mom world and us is going to have to be one of them. What's funny about this is that Kail agreed with Joe's reasons for pulling Isaac, but she doesn't have the foresight to apply that to her other children as well. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this show's beneath your one son, but you're desperate for money and don't want to work in the real world, so let's subject your other children to, you know, your hood rat life. Obviously, Lincoln is still going to be on the show because Kail needs her little coin and attention, and Javi is the exact same way. There's no way in hell either of these people would ever leave MTV money or cameras on the table. So he is definitely in for the next season if they start signing contracts soon. And what is it? Her third one. Who's the third guy? Chris, apparently, according to the Ashley, has refused to sign on to allow Lux to continue filming. So it seems like both Isaac and Lux are going to be off the show, and Lincoln is going to be the only one who appears. It's interesting that Lincoln is the only kid of hers who's going to be appearing in the upcoming seasons of Teen Mom 2 because he's the one that she has the least. Remember, Kail has a majority stake in Isaac. Joe kind of bends to her will when it comes to custody of him. They do it off the books. And then Lux, she has him like, what, 80% of the time? And Link, she's got him only 50% of the time, with Javi having the other half. And so, you know, him being the only kid of hers that she can film with, and she only has him 50% of the week, is quite fascinating to me. I am interested in seeing how these storylines play out the next season and, you know, seasons after that, because, you know, Teen Mom is not planning on pulling the plug on this show anytime soon. And also on the heels of that, remember, Janelle claimed that she was not going to allow her children to film for Teen Mom as well because David got fired halfway through this season that is currently airing, and so only time will tell whether or not she follows through on that. But girl, your house, you know, the one out on the swamp in the middle of the boonies, is sinking, and you're the only one bringing in the bacon in that household, and it's on the backs of your children. So there's no real point of you being on the show without your children. I don't see her sticking to that. I see her pulling a Macy and practically tripping over herself, begging the producers to film her again. That scene of Macy still cracks me up all the time. Anytime I need a good laugh, I think about how high and mighty she was, only to turn around and practically fall out of her truck begging to be filmed again. You know, it's just so interesting how how much power these people think they have until the real world hits them and they realize, whoa, I don't have marketable skills. I need this coin and I need to, I don't want to say pimp these kids out to make them, but I need to push these kids out in the world to make my coin off their back. Let's see how long this lasts. I do see Joe and V lasting quite a while because, like I said, they've got tangible investments and businesses going on, but Janelle, David, no, not exactly. Is she still selling her makeup? Is she still selling those graphic t-shirts? Is she still selling that little Kaiser? Is she still selling that app? These are things that I don't think are making her all that much money. And she needs that money to keep funding David and their 5011 kids as well. You guys, what do you think about all the drama surrounding kids being pulled from Teen Mom 2? Do you think Joe and V are going to stick to their words and stay away and include Isaac in their, protest of MTV? Do you think Janelle is going to continue pulling out all of her kids as well? And if so, will MTV keep her? How will Kail handle only having one child to show off on Teen Mom 2? Leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more. Feel free to share it with your friends as well. And follow me across social media where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.